Okay guys, again welcome to Enlightenment TV. You will be welcomed at Enlightenment TV quite often now because of say quarantine and what else shall I do? Because that's what I do all the time anyway. Basically everything that I do is a note to self. From self to self. So yeah. And in this video I just kind of like the wording of it, the choice of no choice. And the only way how you will get to not choose anymore is by first you choosing you know. And this is the chosen one. That's why the wording of the chosen one, which represents the superhero, the one that can fly, and so on and so on and so on and so on. Neo in the Matrix, which is new, Neo in Latin, and so on and so on. So like I always said, the chosen one is the one who chooses himself, you know. Because think about it, it's logic. It's just super logical. Who else you gonna choose? You can't be me, I can't be you, you can't be the lion, you know. You can only be you. And it is already chosen. It is already chosen long time ago. You can't unchoose anymore. You can't just be somebody else, you know. So the only thing that you can choose is not the thing, but a different, a new perspective on the thing. The thing is the same. It's life, you know. It's for everyone. For the lion, it's just life. For the poor kid, for the rich kid, it's just life. But what matters most is your choice of perspective on it. And a good comparison is like my kid's story that I have written long time ago in this book. The child always wants to take the perspective of a bird, because obviously birds can fly and it has a higher perspective than. And in this particular story, it was like the mole or the worm, I don't remember, which lives underground and does not even understand this one tree because it's underground and it can't see it and whatever. Whereas the bird not only sees this one single tree, but it sees the entire forest, and that's kind of the wording of it. You do not only understand the one tree, but you understand the entire forest, because that's how high up in the sky you are, and so on and so on. So after you've chosen yourself, what happens is, the way I put it, one of my latest designs, I do not only see the two sides of the coin, I have become the coin, you know. And when you become the coin, it's in general like money or a knife or whatever, you know. Like there are people that use money for good things. Like I buy nice things for myself and for my children. I like to have always nice food. I don't buy many clothes. I don't buy many items which I don't need, because, you know, it is what it is. Everyone knows that it's all, you know, accessories. It's not necessary if you have the cash to do so, of course. So yeah, it's about the intention, you know. That's why I said the other example, the knife. I mean, you can use the knife as a tool and just cut your things, your vegetables, and cook and whatever, or you can take the knife and kill someone. So it's like the knife has no choice over it. The knife is just a knife. The money is just the money. It doesn't decide. It cannot choose. And that's why it's so complex and so easy at the same time. That's why before you choose to become the coin, you must give yourself into someone's hands, of which you know that this someone will use you, this coin, for a higher, greater purpose. You know, he will use you not for this whatever machine, and he, you know, puts in the coin and then like this, my children always wanted to have this chewing gum. This is a tiny box, and then you throw in €1 or whatever, and then you just can like flip something, and then it will drop down, and it's like absolute trash. And of course I never bought it for them, and now when I left Germany, this machine was taken off because like no one used it, and it was just total trash. So I say, in this is the danger and the beauty of it. You must very well choose, because this is the last choice you have. You know, this is the last choice you have. After you've become the coin, choice is done. It's not anymore for you to choose what happens to you. It is by this higher being that has taken and picked up the coin, and you know, it's using you. That's why, like I said, you know, the true servant is the true king, because a true king is a true servant to his people, and thereby, you know, he's a true servant and a true king at the same time. That's why I, in myself, like I can barely speak without getting tears into my eyes, because this is such a nice inner standing. You know, that's why it's the servant of the creator, and it's why it's the server. The server. We are the smaller servers, and we are connected to the highest server. And once we're connected to the highest server, we have become the server. That's what I'm talking about. I'm just a server. I'm just being used. And I just let, you know, I let go. I let myself being used, because I know that what using me is being used by me in the same way. You know, it is what it is. You reap what you sow, and the other way around. What you feed into the matrix feeds back, you know. That's why we are in this, in this current psyop and so on and so on. Because people are so careless. They don't care. They just, you know, they don't care to research. They don't care about their health. They care about what some guy said on TV, and so on and so on and so on and so on. So they're really just being fed only that, what they feed. What I call the feedback, backfeed loop / pool. You know, it's everything at the same time. You know. So that's why, bottom line, what you have to choose is you, because it was already chosen. It cannot be unchosen, even if you wish, you know. And to close this video off, now a beautiful example from Zinedine Zidane, one of the greatest soccer players of all times, of which I have really high respect, that he had butted this one guy, because that's what I do, you know. It doesn't matter whether I lose this fucking world championship or not, but I'll punch this guy in the face because he needs this lesson, you know. So Zinedine Zidane said he was so sad as a child because he could not buy those shoes, and he thought that, you know, if he doesn't have those shoes, he cannot become a good soccer player, and this and that. But then someday he saw a man who had no feet. And then this is when he understood. You know, that's why the true understanding is the true inner standing. You can understand with your mind, but that's not understanding, because you have to feel it with your heart. That's why every day when you wake up, choose yourself. Choose to serve a higher, greater purpose. And when you do so, as I say, you become the coin. Like, for me, there are no more choices. Everything is set up. I do not choose, I do not fight, I just accept it the way it is. Because that's when the coin drops, you know. When you enter the machine, that someone that used you as this coin will decide next what, because like as I said, coin is always represents this insertion, whatever, where you put the coin into the machine and then you use your Snickers or whatever what machine you're using. So yeah, that's the whole thing. That's the way I always like tell my wife and whatever. Like if you run out of options, like now there's so many things that have sort of fucked up during this travel and before. Like I couldn't take that what was actually supposed to actually make my living and my entire business and the kids book and everything were my drawing pads. I invested all the cash into those pads and basically I don't have them. I have to wait now till they're being shipped over somehow and so on and so on. But like I'm not angry about it. I'm not sad about it. I just take it as it is because I know, like, you know, what shall I choose? What shall I plan? Then, you know, the highest chooser and planner has chosen it this way. So who am I to not go along with this plan, with this choice? Of course I take it. So yeah, that's how I always tell to my wife, when you run out of options and you have only one option left, then that's the one option that you're supposed to choose. You know, that's how simple it is. You know. So that's why we probably have to, like, you know, go through all these things all together to eventually just see that, you know, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't come from the heart, and therefore it's useless. You know, we all know it's all useless. Like, if your answer is at any point I just follow orders, then you know, it will come back, and it's not a good choice. But probably you must choose this illusion of choice, because obviously it's not your choice. You're just following orders, so it wasn't your choice. You have given away your choice, and if you give your choice away to the wrong one, you know, you just say I don't play, then you're being played. So that's why as I say, choose yourself. This is the wisest choice. Like I always say, don't think about this guy or that guy or whatever I say, whatever, like Buddha said. If it's don't trust that what's written, don't trust me. Only take it when it goes along with your heart and mind. Then take it. Okay, I think that's that. And I always thank you for your attention in terms of attention, attendance, you know, that you attend, that you connect, that you also, of course, like, share, and subscribe. Right? There you go, YouTube, with your like, share, and subscribe bullshit. But yeah, it's actually funny that I remembered this. So yeah, guys, as always, like, honestly, from my heart, all the best, and yeah, see you in the next one.